What's up, guys? It's Ben. Wanted to share a little tip with you today that I do when I am teaching my 4-year-olds and my kindergartners to jump rope for the very first time. And this is something I do when I'm working on them in a station activity. So usually I'll do like a whole class instruction, and then we'll split up into stations so that I can have a chance to work more one-on-one with kids, and I'll just kind of pick the kids that really need the help. And I want to show you an example with my son. So we'll have a little guest appearance. I'm teaching his 4K class this year, so he kind of like sparked the idea. I can just use him, and I think it'll be helpful to kind of show you what I do with kids when I get them one-on-one at a station. So check this out. If you're just looking for the progressions that I teach, I'll link up the video below, and you can check that out. There's like 5 steps that I go through with my kids, just learning the jump and then learning the turn and then adding those 2 things together. But if you have kids that are really struggling, this is something that I do. Like when my kids are at a station activity, I'll just take 1 or 2 of them at a time, and I'll just one-on-one walk through it with them. And I found this is pretty helpful for kind of getting it to click with them. This is my helper. Tell them how old you are, Cash.
4.5.
4.5. So how long have you been jumping rope? How long have you been practicing? This is your first year trying it out, right?
2.
2?
Yeah, because at home.
You practiced it when you were 2 years old?
Wow.
How long have you, what was the first time you tried a jump rope?
I'm 4.
When you were 4, right? So this is your first year ever trying it, right? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so one thing is the type of rope you use. We're usually using these in class, but sometimes I do use these beaded ropes because I kind of feel like they, once the kids get the hang of learning the turn, it has a little bit more of a weight, and it kind of allows them to get that rhythm a little bit more. These are a little bit lighter, and they hold their shape a little bit more, so I feel like sometimes they don't get as tangled up with these licorice ropes. This is what we're using. So one tip is, if the rope is too big, like let's step back so they can see you, Cash. So if you stand on the middle of the rope, and then we pull it up, we can see it's a little bit too big. You kind of want those handles to be right about there. So one tip that I'll give the kids is, like, you can try this. If you pull these and then hold it like that, and you can see Cash has had some practice with that. So you can do that to shorten the rope up a little bit. You just kind of take the licorice part out of the bottom and hold it like that. But once I have a kid that's struggling, I'll just take them and I'll put them in front of me like this. And we'll just work on the turn together. So I'll have them holding the rope, and they'll hold it like that. And then I'll just help them by holding their hands, and we'll practice turning the rope over your head. You ready, Cash? So you're gonna make a big circle, and then boom, rope's gonna come over your head. It's gonna land right in front of your feet. All right, let's try it again. So we're gonna be making our big circle. You see how your hands are making a circle? Yeah, all right, so we're gonna make a big circle, boom, and the rope's gonna come over. When your rope hits the ground, that's when you're gonna jump over it. Right?
Right.
Right. All right, let's see if we can do it.
Wait.
All right. All right, let's try it. Turn, jump, and that's it. And that's kind of the, do it one more time, Cash, one more time. All right, so make a mistake. It's okay to make mistakes, right? You're just gonna keep trying. Back up and do it one more time. Turn and jump. Okay, so one thing that they'll do a lot is they'll try to turn it and jump it at the same time. So let go for a minute. So you'll see your kids doing this a lot, where they try to like turn and jump it at the same time. So that's why I try to split up the progressions of turn and the jump, and then adding them together. But that kind of like just turn and one jump is like exactly what I'm going for the 4K kindergarten. And then like with Cash, what I'll do is once he gets that, I'm like, hey, that's awesome. Keep practicing that. And then once I see him getting really the hang of that and doing it regularly. All right, hold on one second. You can try it with this one. All right, well, just give me 1 second, because that's kind of loud and they can't hear what I'm saying. Okay. Then I'll just say, hey, when we get the hang of doing 1, we can learn how to do it backwards. And then we can also learn how to try to do 2 in a row. So once we get the hang of 2, then I'll be like, hey, see if you can do 3 in a row.
You try to turn and jump at the same time like this. Is that gonna work? No, everybody say turn first. Nice and slow. Then jump. Everybody say turn first. Then jump. Turn first. Then jump. Now, if you can jump over your rope, then you're ready to try to get 2 in a row. So once you get that first jump, then you can see if you can get 2 in a row. And then from there, we're just going to keep on adding 1 extra then to see how many we can get, to challenge ourselves, become a better version of ourselves. Make sense? Are you ready to try? All right, here we go, friends. Turn first, then jump. Let's see it.
So that's kind of the basics. If my kindergarten kids can do 5 jumps, not even like in a row, but just without making a mistake, like do a jump, take a few seconds, get settled again, do another jump. They can do 5 of those in a row. That's like my goal for my kindergarten kids. So that's kind of my tips for teaching kindergarten. If you want to see like the progression that I use to teach a whole class, that's kind of what I do, like one-on-one when I'm working with a student at a station activity. But if you want to see the whole class progression, check out the video. I'll link it up below. One more thing I forgot to say. Cash, if you ever feel like you can't do it, what do you say to yourself?
I can't do it yet.
Why do you say the yet on the end?
Because you're just learning.
That's right, and it's how it is. Anytime we learn something new, we can't do it, right? And we got to keep trying, and then eventually we'll be able to if we don't give up, right?
And Timmy said his sisters can do it really fast. So once you get really good at it, you can probably do it really fast.
Just have to keep practicing, right? All right, thanks for helping me out with this video, bud.
Can I just do one lap?
Yeah.